So here we just got a couple bags of chips here. We have hot dog buns, burger buns, and then 93 to 7. If you guys can see in there, there's hot dogs inside of there as well. Right now we're just getting ready to go to work again like we did yesterday because I'm covering for my manager who is actually in Washington. Shout out to Christina and Julius. Hopefully you guys are having a great time there. Right now, as you guys can see in the back, we have some stuff. We're getting ready to grill out today for a little bit of a celebration for one of our employees, Jacob. He has graduation. None of us were able to make it, so I felt kind of bad. So I'm like, alright, let's have a grill out for him. So essentially that's what we're going to be doing. Basically in the past, like, I don't know how many months I've been lean bulking, 3 months. What I like to do is basically 2 days where I stay completely on my macros, and then so it's like 2 days on, 1 day off in a way, kind of like 1 day off, sort of. It's kind of hard to explain. So 2 days on, fully tracking macros, and then I'll do 1 day where I track macros, but I'll still have a cheat meal. This is going to be that cheat meal, which is going to be hot dogs, lean burgers, wheat buns, and things along those lines, chips and everything like that. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'll meet up with you guys when we start the grill out, and then from there we're probably going to be heading over to Champions and show you guys a full detour of the gym and show you guys Peter and everybody else like that.
Alright, so we're just grilling up food right now. To be honest with you, this is my second time ever grilling. Looking pretty good though. Dope.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Peter Katsulias here at Champion BarBell Club. I'm 18 years old and I'm an aspiring powerlifter and bodybuilder. So I've been here at Champion since we opened in January, and everything's been going pretty good so far. And what I do here is I actually help clean and I help run the social media, so Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. And I've been doing that for not too long, but I've been helping around the gym since we opened and everything, helping the owner out, Dave. He's the owner here. And I've been powerlifting now for about a year. I've been on programming at least for that long. And I've done 3 powerlifting meets that are official. I've done the APF Raw Power Challenge. I've done the AAPF High School Meet and AAPF Nationals. And I qualify for the AWPC Worlds that are coming up in September. So currently I'm in meet prep. And my best meet lifts are, my squat was 545.5, my bench was 319.5, and my deadlift was 529. And I'm looking to really improve those numbers for the Worlds meet that's coming up in September. And yeah, so I'm about 7 weeks out from that now. And in the future, I'm looking to compete in bodybuilding. Right now, I don't really see point in competing in bodybuilding, at least for myself now, just because I don't have the size. And I really don't want to diet down right now just because I want to put on more quality mass before I start competing in bodybuilding. And basically how I got into all of this was because I used to be really into snowboarding, skateboarding, like all action sports, that kind of stuff. And I ended up snowboarding for about, like competitively for about a year. And then I ended up getting like injured a bunch. So what happened was like I was hanging out with a lot of people when it came to that stuff. Like a bunch of people wanted to talk to me and hang out with me just because I was good at snowboarding. So because of that, like I was like, oh wow, like all these people are talking to me, this is really cool, like I'm good at this is actually something that like I can do, and I wanted to pursue it as a career at that point. So basically what ended up happening was I was warming up for a competition. It was at this place called Raging Buffalo, and I ended up compound fracturing my collarbone. So I previously had a bunch of concussions, all that stuff, just from slamming. And I broke a few bones before, but this was the worst I had, and I was out for about 4 or 5 months. So like I was out for the rest of that season. And then like once I was recovered, I kind of realized I don't really want to do this anymore, just because like I was getting injured so frequently and everything, and I just didn't see like the point in getting injured that often, and because I knew it would continue. So once I like stopped snowboarding, I realized that a bunch of people that I was hanging out with like stopped talking to me, and I was kind of on my own for a long time. Like I wanted to be in the military, I wanted to be a Navy SEAL for a long time, and then I was kind of going between that and like MMA training and stuff, and I was still like going to the gym just to like do weight training every here and there, like 2 to 3 days a week, only for like 40 minutes at a time. And then I started to get more into it. So that was about 2 years ago, when I was a sophomore, and like at the beginning of that year. And then once I started to go throughout that year, I started to get more into it and train with people. So I started to train at this place called Eco Gym. And I was training with a few of my friends there, and they're the ones that really helped me get into it, because I would go in like every day and they'd help me out. And then after that, I ended up training with Mark Lobliner, and I met him and this guy Brandon Hendrickson. Both of them are pretty well known in the industry. And once it was like that day that I met them, so that was when I was 16. I started to realize like, holy crap, I could do something with like powerlifting and bodybuilding now, because like I was kind of stuck between what to do for a while, like a year or two. So once I realized that, I started to really start training more seriously and getting into everything. So that's when I started to like up my training, and like I gained more knowledge in regards to training. And then I started working at Eco Gym. I was cleaning there for a long time, and as the time went on, I started to meet more people. And then once I realized like, yeah, I could do something with this, I started doing more compound movements and all that kind of stuff. So I got into powerlifting, and it's definitely the best decision I've made, because powerlifting and bodybuilding style training is what's made me who I am. And I mean, I just can't wait to compete in bodybuilding in the future and compete in higher federations in powerlifting, because this is like what I want to do is my living, and like personal training, helping people out, all that kind of stuff. So like, I guess it was kind of an interesting start to everything, because this is like what I've always wanted to do. Because even while I was snowboarding, like I was kind of thinking like, I'd look at these powerlifters and bodybuilders like, oh, I wish I could do that stuff, but I just didn't know what to do. So like, this is the last thing I was expecting to like come to. So like, everything is shaping out pretty well. But yeah, pretty much everything led up to now, and now I'm competing in the AWPC Worlds in 7 weeks or so. So we'll just have to see how that goes. And right now, this is my heaviest week prepping for that. So it's going pretty good. I just pulled 520 for a single today. So the rest of the week I have bench Thursday, then my top set's a 315 for a pause single, and then I have 530 on squats on Saturday. So then after that, it's pretty much just deloading leading up to Worlds. So I'm really excited to see what happens here, because this definitely could be like a big thing for me coming up in the next few weeks. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more on the next episodes.
Hi, we're over here at Steak and Shake. Double quarter pounder with ice cream flavor on top. Grandma said we can only come Steak and Shake.